Hello YouTube, this is Kaito JR here, and I'm here to do another review on Chapter 34 of the Ajin demi human manga entitled Splinter Cell. So at the beginning of the chapter, we see Ikuya Ogura here in a flashback just explaining on how basically Ajins are able to see IBMs, like their own IBMs or either other IBMs that don't even belong to theirs. And that is because apparently to him, he states that yes, we all, like every single Ajin, like every single demi-human has like invisible black particles within them. They're not that much, but they're there. Like that's what it says. They're there, and because of this, like IBM rays are able to bounce off of like IBMs to their Aji masters or other Ajis that don't really belong to them or not their masters. But yeah, you get the idea. And basically, like you see the fact that like Ajins, they don't have a specific organ that allows them to like sense them, that sense these IBM rays themselves. So when it bounces back onto like an Ajin, vice versa to like an IBM Ajin, yeah, when these IBM rays like bounce off against each other, basically like it goes then into the eyes, because the eyes are the most developed senses in our bodies. So the brain, just like I said, like since we don't have an organ in our human bodies to that can actually be able to sense basically IBM rays, so it has to go. The brain has to give it to like its eyes, like I said, the most developed senses in our body. So that's basically how we can see IBMs, or how IGs can see IBMs. That's basically what Ikuya Ogura is trying to brief Kei Nagai and Ko Nakano at the beginning of the chapter in the flashback. Because he states that he already just told this to Tosaki, but yeah, why not? He'll just repeat it again to Kei. But yeah, that's the whole gist of that here. Basically, the whole main idea of this chapter, chapter 34, is basically Tanaka, Takahashi, and Gen, they have been captured right at the end of chapter 34 by basically Hirasawa, Manabe, and those guys. Keiichi is kind of he did the smart thing, at least he thought he did at the time, to stay inside of his safe room inside of the 15th floor, the president's room, which is basically what Tanaka, Takahashi, and Gen were mostly trying to get to assassinate Keiichi and Naomi Lee. However, Naomi Lee was there. However, Tanaka didn't actually take the kill, because he actually felt sorry for Naomi Lee. She even apologized for torturing, just basically what she did to Tanaka. I mean, she could have just decided not to do it, but she couldn't, because of the sake of her job. So she needed her job, so she just really tortured her to Tanaka for bulletproof. If you read the chapter, it's like they were trying to test this bulletproof vest. It's a very light bulletproof vest, I guess, to give it to some soldiers, maybe some police officers. They can use it to better protect them, stuff like that. Mostly causes for business, whatever. But yeah, Keiichi tasked this whole thing to Naomi Lee, and she was she kind of regretted it. In this chapter, you could have seen it. She apologized to Tanaka, I'm sorry, I really am. Yeah. So she was afraid, of course, that she was about to get shot, and then Tanaka just felt sorry for her. Hell yeah, and then the whole, because as you know from the beginning of the chapter, right after the whole explanation of Ikuya Ogura gave to IBM Rays, right after that we saw Kei Nagai inside the mechanical room with Ko Nakano. They were just trying to Kei was he was amassing this incredible just amount of invisible black particles into this fan that goes directly to the 15th floor, the president's room. Just so, yeah, of course, all this has to be timed perfectly. So once the fan, basically once Tanaka, Gen, and Takahashi get to the 15th floor, the president's room, all this invisible black particles from the beginning of the chapter goes into this fan, and then just drops all over Tanaka and Takahashi. I mean, I was kind of confused why Gen, because Gen is not an Aji. He can still see just as fine. I don't understand why he was just staying there. Yeah, that was kind of a weird part, because it was pretty obvious that Gen was never really an Ajin at all. So they were kind of doing this weird mystery thing. They were just trying to it was just it was kind of obvious. Gen is not an Ajin. He's a human. It's just like Tosaki and Sip. So yeah, I don't want to get that, but yeah, what was Gen doing there? I don't know. Just staying there. He was sitting there wait, what's going on? What's wrong with you guys? I can see just as fine. I don't say, yeah. So of course, yeah, and then because of that, Tanaka and Takahashi were just taken down easily. And of course, the next chapter, following chapter, Sato then has to show up and try to save all of them. Yeah, of course, Okuyama inside the security server room was, of course, then shot at by Tosaki and Izumi with a tranquilizer dart, and then he was taken down. which Tasaki was, and Izumi was able to reclaim complete control over the security server room, which means they were able to completely control once again, the 15th floor, because yeah, like, Okuyama was trying to turn all the, security measures, like security system measures or whatever, all around all the 15th floor, so Tanaka, and Takahashi again would have been able to easily traverse it, because yeah, before they couldn't, because this door was locked, and then Okuyama helped to unlock it so they can get past into the 15th floor. And they were, well, yeah, they didn't successfully do what they were trying to do, because like I said, Tanaka fell back for Nami Lee, and Cage Guy was in his safe room. However, of course, he was then killed by Sato afterwards. But yeah, that happens later on, though, not in chapter 34. I don't think even chapter 35, because yeah, later on, of course, Sato had to plan exactly how he had to get in there in the first place, which he does probably next chapter, which I'll get to that afterwards. We'll get to next chapter review. So yeah, I mean, obviously most of the the guards that worked inside of this the force security building were all killed by Tanaka and Takahashi again. Were all slaughtered by them. So yeah, they did a good job there trying to get past all of them, traverse all the way to the 15th floor, which they failed to do what they were trying to do anyways. Mikei Nagai succeeded. It's just Sato kind of screwed everything up just by showing up and just saving his comrades and stuff like that. So yeah, next chapter, of course. But yeah, let's see. Pretty sure I got everything so far. Like I said, Okuyama was tranquilized, so he's been taken out for the count. Yeah, I think I pretty much got everything. Yeah, so that's the end of the review for chapter 34 of the Ajin Demi manga. Everybody, just make sure you all comment down below if you have any thoughts you want to do, add. Just comment down below, all that good stuff. But yeah, that's it for the video, everybody. Thanks for watching, and bye.